6,
protocol.
5, 4,
Oh.
3,
Oh.
2, 1, and we should be live. And welcome to the Crypto Factor. Welcome to an impromptu live stream. Today we have a special guest. We have Marcin Mikas. We're going to be talking about NFTs, talking about crypto, talking about coffee, talking about bullshit. We're going to be talking on this channel, just having some fun. Ask me anything, live AMA, everything in there. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining. It's the coffee.
Thank you for inviting me. Mine is decaf, so I don't have as much energy. I wish I would have. But yeah, that was very short notice. It was maybe 20 minutes.
It was 20 minutes
I
ago.
prefer it this way, so
Yeah.
I don't have to think what I'm going to say. And I will just speak my mind. I'm not sure if I should open the YouTube so I can see what people are talking. But
Yeah,
YouTube
go
is
ahead. Go open your YouTube
probably
channel.
a little bit delay, right?
Yeah. Go open your.
I see we will be a little bit delayed. I'm going to hit the like.
Hit that like
And
button, baby.
I will use your channel to explain myself because I wasn't making videos on my channel for the past few days because I feel I failed. You know, I was the last bull on the planet. I was like, no, I'm not getting into NFT craze and stuff like this.
You're talking shit
And
about.
now, I don't know how I'm supposed to appear on my channel. Like say to people, look guys, I'm spending all I have on the NFTs and we are going to the moon. Like what, how I will look.
The problem
in
is
front
when you
of
buy
my
one,
people.
then you just keep on buying. And it's true, man. And I know about NFTs. I've been in NFTs for a while, man, because I work for Mintable, right? So I'm in higher management in Mintable. We literally made the Sellers University, NFT University, together with the CEO. If you go to Mintable, there's a whole course there about NFTs and how to sell them. And I made my own mints. I made my own tokens, and then my own NFTs, and I bought some, then I sold some, then I went broke. I'm like, I'm never buying this shit again. And then today, I just aped in a couple of things, man. I just got in a couple of projects, and then I'm like, I made a video about it, and I'm like, you know what? I need more. And we were talking, and I was like buying and just spending that fee again and again, even though I didn't have to, because I FOMO'd. I FOMO'd in. We can talk about the projects too. What about you, man?
We will
Where'd you
talk
buy?
about the projects. I will tell you my projects, but I tell you, I wake up, I scroll, check if my offers got accepted. That's how I start the day.
Yeah.
In the evening before I sleep, I scroll and check the nice NFTs to calm myself. I need to leave the offers for the night.
Do you bid on NFTs?
This is my day. Sorry?
You actually bid on NFTs?
I leave the offers.
I can't be bothered. I just buy it. I just go to buy now price.
I will explain you this because it's about the project I'm in, but I buy, and from leaving the offers, I got 3 because I wanted them so much.
Yeah.
I tell you how it's. Should I tell you how it started?
Sure. Tell us. Let me just say a big hello to 18 Narang right here, is a member of the channel, saying what's up. I see the Nothing Show saying, hey guys, good to see you both. Epic. Yes, it is. And I also see Jan Joseph saying, greetings from Venezuela. Love your content. Thank you very much. And I want you guys to check out Marcin's channel. And you can see the links here and here. You can't see it. Or maybe you can see it on playback. But check out his channel. I didn't have time to put it in the description because it's a lot of fun, man. I really enjoy watching him.
It's fine. I see the poll from Nothing Show. Like, so he's the member of my community. I lost you. Oh no, it's back. So hello to everyone, and I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate the warm welcoming of Paul always.
Talking about warm, how's the weather there, man? It's hot here like crazy. What was it like in Poland?
It was cold, it was rainy,
oh, wow.
And now it's sunny, so it's perfect for a walk, and I'm wasting my time in front of the laptop now.
Well, it's always hot and sunny outside. So I like taking a walk when it's nighttime, when it's cooler. So.
And I got your books.
Oh, you did?
I got your books with very lovely message from Amazon, and I can't believe you actually left the message for me.
Yeah. I couldn't send them from Greece. It was taking too much time for me to get them, so I bought them and sent them off Amazon.
Yeah, good. I didn't have to spend my own money. So you spending money on me now?
Well, now you have a bunch of books to read. Did you read
Yeah,
any yet, or?
3 books. No, I didn't read. I'm sorry for that.
Right.
I will. I will. That's a promise.
Okay.
Man to man.
Okay.
But I didn't read it. NFTs.
Let me know how you
So-
got into NFTs.
Few days ago, I had only one project that I like, which it could be related. It's like the naming protocol. It's called Handshake, and some people like use the Handshake as the like, oh, it could be an NFT because you can buy domains on the Handshake protocol. It's not like Unstoppable Domains, but it's like, because Unstoppable Domains actually have the level of centralization that is actual company, but Handshake is the the Handshake is like proof of work, and I beat on plenty names for past few months. And my friend from Handshake, he's like, I see him tweeting Yeti Gang, and I spoke to him on Twitter and I just I'm gonna buy this Yeti. I'm not sure about this Yeti, and I bought 3 Yetis. I bought it's meant to be like some game for the Yetiverse. It's not the one I got addicted to, but that day I just got 3 Yetis, and he told me also about the other projects, which is called Bulls on the Block and Bears on the Block.
See, I didn't hear of these ones, man. I didn't get to see these ones yet.
And I bought 1 bear. 20 minutes later, I bought 2nd bear. 10 minutes after that, I bought my 3rd bear. Exchanged some other tokens for ETH. I got bull. Then exchanged some more token for ETH. I got another bull. And that's my past 3 days. I have 5 bulls and 7 bears.
How much did you
right
spend
now.
so far? Just these last 3 days in euro.
2 ETH. 2 ETH. A little
2
bit
ETH.
more.
Oh shit! You went all in, bro. 2 Ethereum, shit, man.
I can find it. Yeah, like I'm not happy because I was selling some of the. I want more. This is the worst part. I will tell you exactly how but it's around 2 ETH, maybe more.
I spent about 2,000 euros, 2,500 this morning.
I saw today, and I wanted to comment. You need to pump these numbers up. That's a rookie number.
That's a rookie. Well, yeah, but
that's a rookie number.
But to my defense, I have a shitload of NFTs before that, right? And I made my own, and I also invested in mintable companies, like mint companies. I have like a lot of tokens in mintable and so on. So
yeah, it's just over 2 ETH. Just over 2 ETH.
Nice, nice. So you spent more than me, but hey, I spent this morning. You had like 3 days to spend that, so give me time.
Yeah, it's annoying. Just the gas fees, like.
Oh my god,
get some. The problem is I don't have ETH. I want to get more, but I'm attached to my. It's not nice to say attached, but I like my other tokens.
Your
but
ADA?
I like NFTs so much that I keep sending now.
Yeah.
To my MetaMask to exchange a little bit more.
Yeah, that's exactly
just one more.
Exactly what I was doing.
Just one more. But then I want another one, and it's like keep exchanging. The good thing is the floor price is rising since I'm buying. So I don't recommend that to anyone.
Yeah, it's NFTs have you have to know what you're doing. I'm just randomly buying shit, but I guess I could give away some on my channel or something, some NFTs. I know I made my own at some point. Maybe I can give some other NFTs I have. But I got into this morning. I got into Space Punks, and I bought a Space Punk, and I couldn't be bothered to bid, so I just bought one, and I thought, hey, this one's pretty cool, and then I realized it wasn't that cool. I think I bought it for just under 0.4 Ethereum. Of course, it went up a little bit, which is weird, but I bought one. It's pretty okay. It's cool. It's got like a blue background, it's rare, whatever. And then after that, I bought this. I know you get some free Dino stuff if you hold it in a few days. So I'm like, okay, I might as well hold it until then. But it looks good. Then I thought to myself, okay. And I found this other project. I can't even remember what it's called, man. Here, I don't even remember what it's called. I have it on my channel. This video I just did this morning. So I bought one of those, which looks cute, and I know that doesn't sound very macho and manly, but I bought one because it looked cute. And then I bought I bought one crypto demon from Crypto Demons. I FOMO them. And that's probably because I watched this series on Netflix called Lucifer with my girlfriend every night. So, and then I'm like, you know what? If I buy one, what if one goes up and the other one? So I bought another two because then you can sacrifice three. So if you sacrifice three to Lilith, then you get a layer 2 or a second edition one or whatever. And then I'm like, wait a minute, but if these go up, then I won't have one to sell. If I want to make those into one, what if I want to sell one of the other ones before that? So I bought another one. And meanwhile, gas fee, even though I could just have done one gas fee and go them all together, I was doing, I think my gas fees cost more than my NFTs. I was looking at gas fee like $98. I'm like, oh, this is too expensive. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it. And then just did it again and again. And I ended up getting a shitload of NFTs. Well, not a shitload, but
that's why I buy in the morning.
Sorry?
It's like European time, morning European time.
Yeah, it's 5:30 now. I think I did like 10 when I wasn't thinking straight, and 11.
When the gas a little bit better than evening of our time. But you are a little different because when I got into NFTs, I checked every single thread my NFTs had. So I started like an amateur buying the floor. But then I start exploring and check what are the rare threads. And I start experimenting. So then I start buying the same IDs of my bull and my bear because then will be airdrop, and like got fully obsessed. So I have some rare, actually. I have some rare and some that I actually like. But I want to ask you, let's see, because there was a question. What you guys think about Charlie?
Charlie 3.
Karen.
There's an ADA protocol that's coming out. If I'm not mistaken, it's the Oracle. It's the link or chain link of ADA. I think it's a pretty good coin. I think it's gonna go up until September, maybe after the airdrop. Maybe after the smart contracts release. I think it has potential. I'm holding Charlie 3. I wouldn't put like NFT money into it, but a few $100s is nothing to lose. You know what I mean? I wouldn't bet the farm. And then I see another one by Dave Flowers on top saying, "Why is Matic bleeding so bad?" Well, Matic it didn't pump as people expected it to. So people are selling out to buy ADA and other coins, and as Solana, in my opinion. But I really think Matic is going to have its turn. It's going to have its ADA moment. Maybe not that hard, but I think it's going to pump. It's not a bad protocol. It really isn't. I think it's one of the better ones. So that's my opinion on Matic and Charlie 3. What about you? What do you think?
I absolutely don't know what is Charlie, and before people would attack me, I just don't like Cardano.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
I was saying this on my channel, and I don't know if I should say this on your channel.
No, you can say whatever you want on my channel. We can say whatever you want. I like Cardano, you don't. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Every time I say bad things about Cardano, I lose subscribers. So I don't want to cost.
That's okay, man. Go ahead. Say what you want. Like, please be my guest. No, man. I'm not obsessed with Cardano. I like Cardano. I made a lot of money in Cardano.
And this is the point. I say, like, you can make money speculating on Cardano. Yeah. I say, if you in this for money, that's okay. I just don't think the Cardano is this greatest project that people say it is. I think it's very far from this. And people use these weird arguments like, bro, this is proof of stake.
So?
Yeah, there is so many.
Do you have a bee? Is there a bee attacking you, the Cardano fans? Like,
yes.
Like, you don't like Cardano?
It's not even like first proof of stake. They say low transaction fees. They don't have the lowest, probably will not have. They say fast transactions. They will not have the fastest transactions. So every argument they use is actually not very valid argument. They give me something, I understand something else, but then also the argument, this very strong community. It's probably the strongest community. And that's good argument. But well, don't give me argument.
Ethereum doesn't have the lowest fees or the fastest, but look at the price going up. I think Cardano, look, right from the beginning of 2020, I was saying it's going to be one of, if not the most best performing cryptocurrencies in 2021. I was right about that. Now, what will happen after the release? Will it release okay? I think there's going to be maybe a sell the news event. We're not sure. I'm going to let go about 30 to 50% of my account of Cardano is going to be sold out before the 12th. And then I'll buy it back after, maybe, if it goes down. If it continues going up, because there's a chance, because everyone's going to do sell the news, just going to continue going up, then no problem. I'll just let the rest 50% ride, and that's take my profits. I made a lot of money. I'm good. You don't have to be perfect. Texas Happen is saying, I wish Paul was interviewing someone like Elon Musk. I wish I was interviewing someone like Elon Musk, but Marcin's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I'm up there with Elon.
I would love to interview
Elon
Musk.
Don't be so mean to me. I feel really bad. Yeah, I kind of agree with Dave that ADA too cult-like, but I stopped using this since the Charles Hoskinson started saying that people call ADA cult, so I don't want to use this argument anymore. But yeah, also you mentioned the release. I actually think if it's gonna behave as every other crypto asset that we know, we should expect the dump.
Not always. When too many people want to sell the news, it sometimes pumps. It just keeps on going up.
It often happens, but maybe ADA is not like this, and maybe it's going to pump. And I think people skip one very important argument, which will be the test, because this is they will have smart contracts, which is not the best argument because so many other projects have smart contracts. And this is the test. When the smart contracts will be released, this is most important part for Cardano ecosystem. Are developers actually gonna start building on Cardano?
But they already have. Look at all these projects that are gonna come out as soon as it's released.
How big will be the ecosystem? Will they be bigger than, I don't know, Solana, Polkadot,
sure,
Cosmos?
Why not?
Like, is it 20? Like, how many projects?
Look,
right? So
look, Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, Cardano, they all do the same shit, right? Mm-hmm. It's up to their marketing to pick a niche, right, on what they're doing, like something a little bit different than everyone else. So we need in general, you're gonna have an Ethereum competitor, and you're gonna have an Ethereum competitor that's doing good, that maybe flips Ethereum a little bit and doesn't flip it, and there's gonna be a competition, right? And I think Cardano is one of them, if not the one to do that. Now, will it long term? Will it work? Yes, because of the staking benefits. You can hold Cardano and stake it without like locking it up, and then you're getting all the. I don't think it's a bad thing. Plus, Charles Hodgkinson, he's got a pretty big name. People love him. I don't see why it wouldn't do well. Would I exchange my Bitcoin into it? No, I wouldn't put my Bitcoin into anything. My Bitcoin is my Bitcoin. I'm not a maximalist. I just love Bitcoin. I believe in it more. But it doesn't mean you can't, like, I said that Cardano will reach $47 by the end of 2021 with a possible $10 during the peak of the bull market. That means about 1 or 2 weeks top, if this bull market continues. And I'm sticking by that, man. I'm sticking to that. People were making fun of me. Oh, I'll never see $1, man. He'll never see $1. Safe moon all the way. Safe moon will go to $1. No, it's not.
No, at least you are reasonable. I mean, how is reasonable, like, betting on 400 billion? But I guess we could see it, right?
Why not? Why does
we could see it.
Why 400 billion is impossible? It's nothing.
No, it's huge number, but
why?
It's reasonable, and you are not saying 100x or $100,
no,
right? So like this is like 4x from like we can see
here,
trillion, right?
From here, yeah.
But you know, like, my belief is actually Ethereum is gonna stay the biggest. I don't think there will be ever Ethereum killer. But my concern with the ADA is because I see the blockchain projects are betting on interoperability right now. Of course. Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, Cosmos, they all want to be interconnected. Cardano, I don't know what they want. It's like, if they're not gonna, because Cardano actually is not very into this rhetoric. So if Cardano is not going to go into this rhetoric, they're gonna stay, they be outed simply. So, because I don't see the Cardano speaking on this, having plans. Cardano is like very close community, like, oh, we will be Cardano and that's it. Like, no one built the bridges to Cardano. And this is the danger. this is not very comfortable for developers. I understand people maybe will be building on that, but people like to deploy, like build fast. Is the Cardano the fastest to be built? No, it's very safe because they audit so much everything.
Exactly.
But does people want to be slow?
Wait.
The
Marcin.
history shows not exactly. The people prefer to be faster than secure.
Nope. No. So you have a multi-million-dollar company, right? And you want to invest somewhere. Do you invest on the cheapest thing you find? Or do you invest something with proof of concept that you're sure it's secure and so on? So when you're talking about people like Moon Boys and stuff like that investing, sure, they're going to be, oh, faster is better. But it's not always like that. Why does Ethereum keep on going up? Ethereum has all these problems and everything. Why is there the Ethereum Alliance? Why is Ethereum going up? Why are people building on Ethereum? Proof of concept and safety, right? So that's what Cardano's doing. So while everyone's trying to go for speed, Cardano's going for safety and going for infrastructure. And I think that's very credible. I think that has its own place in the market, and that's why I think it's going to do so good. I think someone has a problem here real quick, man. Hi, can I ask you some advice? I deposited my Matic from Binance to Kraken using the Matic network by mistake. Ouch. I should have used ERC20. Yes, Binance have successfully completed the withdrawal, but my Matic coins have not arrived on Kraken, showing pending. What can I do to you need to reach out to Kraken. And in the most part, they should be able to recover that for you and put it on the right network, unless they figure it out on their own. They do it anyway. But reach out to them, send customer support a message or something, and yeah, that should be suffice, man. That should work out for you. I know somebody else has made the same mistake, and that worked out for him on a different exchange. So do that. Yeah.
Getting back, yeah, I don't think like some shit projects that allow to build very fast, but Ethereum, I believe Vitalik was actually saying, oh, like this kind of very step-by-step security that he said it's probably overstated, and Ethereum has problems. There are projects that have been hacked, but Vitalik claimed like, yeah, like I think it's a little bit overstated, and like the speed is also important. So, but yeah, like more concerning for me is the fact that Cardano doesn't bet on this interoperability.
Why does everyone have, but everyone's betting on it. You have to have a few that don't give a care about it or put it in a different lineup. You see, if you're concentrating on something that everybody else is concentrating on, you just average yourself out and you do what everyone else is doing. But not concentrating on that, not saying they're not going to do it, you concentrate on your own thing and you dominate in what you are good at or what you want to differentiate or what you need to do. Otherwise, you're just the same as everyone else. So I don't see that being a problem, man.
That's good argument. I'm not gonna argue with that.
That's okay, man.
I just, yeah, but
it's a debate. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and I could
88 could go to zero tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure. Like I mean, like Cardano will not be that big ecosystem. They might have like some, I don't know, University of Wisconsin because they collaborate with these people, but like it's not much. And I will see what is it, but I wouldn't buy at these levels.
No, not now. Maybe if Bitcoin takes a dump and everything goes down, maybe.
Yeah, like where are we going? I don't know, Paul. Where are we going? Because you see, it doesn't behave like the 2017. Because when the pump started, I see the Bitcoin going up, and I'm expecting Bitcoin going to 60%, but it went to 47 and start dropping. So my question is, am I going to lose all my gains now? It's over?
I don't think so, man. So there's two, I've been talking about this for a while now. So there's two possible scenarios I'm seeing, and this is just me, my theory, right? There's two possible scenarios, 2017 bull market or 2013 double bull market. Now, keep in mind that I called the top in this market, the temporary top. I also called the bottom of 30K. And I was very, very advocate on that. People really attacking me. But that's what I was going for. I called it, it went down there. Now, since it went up since then, there is two possibilities here. Either we're going to break 50K and keep on going up, which would pretty much confirm the probabilities of continuing this bull cycle and a second bull cycle in the space. Or if we drop down and break the floor, then yes, there's a big possible chance that we did the 2017 chart. I don't think that's the case though. Technically, I don't see that's the case. I think we are growing as a market. Unless there's a black swan event, which is quite possible, I think we're going to continue going up from here. At least that's my 2 Satoshis. Now, if we break 38K, if we go down to 30K again and we break it, we're fucked, right? We're screwed. So, and there goes my monetization. But I would have a stop loss. I can't look at the charts right now because if I look at the charts, the video is going to stop. But give me a second real quick.
It's fine. I can entertain. Check for the questions. Snow. So, my deep poll. Your view on Monero, probably the best privacy coin if you bet on this, but I wouldn't say you will get the best gains on Monero because it's, I don't know, it's used in dark web mainly. I like Zcash more, but Monero is probably the best.
I like Monero. In general, privacy tokens are a bit off. And I've been warning about that since the beginning of this bull market, that DeFi is the way to go because of exchanges and different regulations and so on. I'm not saying it doesn't have its place. I think over time it's going to do very well. But I don't think people understand what that time means. I think it's going to take a while. So for me, Monero is not something I'm in right now, although it is one of my favorite projects. But I think it needs like 3 to 5 years for it to pick up. Like
I'm
the way
not
I
sure
want.
if it will pick up or it will, yeah.
So we have we're doing very well on the daily right now. We're holding these moving averages. We're going up. It looks like every time we sell, there's less selling volume. If you notice this Sunday, there wasn't a huge selling volume, and we look like we're taking legs up now. Could this break 45K psychological and go down to, let's say, 43 or even 42, 40 cycle? Yeah, we could. I'd be worried if we broke 37K, 37,200. Until then, I don't see any issues with this market. I think we're going to go up. Are we going to have a pullback at some point and get people scared and get out of the market? Sure. Yes, we're going to have a pullback. We always have pullbacks. That's why you should always take profits. You should take profits around 50K. And I warned about that. Now, that said, I think let's see what happens. Let's see the weekly real quick. Oh, you don't have the weekly here. Okay, wait.
I might not survive that.
The heart attack? Yeah, it's hard. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to go under 45K. We might.
Not heart attack, but like before, as I didn't hold Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin dumps, of course, the altcoins dump even more.
That's why I prefer holding Bitcoin in times like this. So you can buy altcoins if it goes down with Bitcoin, and that way you get your profits back. So it's like a nice little strategy as well.
If someone feels bad, I can say to people like my gains I made and the losses. I never said that on my channel, but I was up to 300K, then down to 40K, and then back to 90K or something like this. But I'm still much up of the overall. People like to know exactly how everyone was doing.
I took profits. I took crazy profits, thousands of profits. And I took profits whenever I needed to take profits because I make money with cryptocurrencies, right? So yes, if I held on, would I be a lot better off? Yeah, sure, but I wouldn't have paid for certain things that I paid for using crypto instead of whatever. So it's it depends what you're in it for. I'm seeing someone saying here, I gotta warn somebody. I see Dave Flowers saying, I'm holding my Matic on Celsius, 10.51 API is an incredible yield. Yes, it is. But you have to understand, a lot of people get caught up in this and don't realize that this yield is based on something that could be worth nothing in a year or two, right? So you have to understand this 10% yield is great, but 10% of what? Is that people, oh, SafeMoon gives 40% yield. Yeah, of shit. Now, I'm not saying Matic is bad. I hold Matic, right? I'm just saying that be very wary when you stake and be very wary where you stake and why you're staking. And why, I mean, if you think the bull market's going to last for another year or whatever, sure. Or 5 years, sure. Or if it goes down and goes up again, sure. But if you want to take profits then, and you want to be sure, then make sure what you're staking and why.
Have you heard of this hash graph? That
Hedera hash graph? Yeah.
Yeah, like I never heard of this because the Nothing Show, the poll is asking. I mean, he's saying he's bullish on that, but like I don't know much about hash graph actually myself.
I see another question here from Jan, and we'll get to that in a second because underneath this one, do you think any NFT-based game shows promise? Yes, Crypto Demons. Crypto Demons is one of them. I bought it today, full disclosing it full. I also see different other games I've mentioned on my channel many times. I really don't want to get into it right now. But you have to understand that most of these games are shit. They're all full of promises and they have got nothing. They have nothing. They're selling you things, coins or NFTs based on a game that's going to come out in 5 or 10 years, if that. And most of them are going to go bankrupt. I'm telling you right now, it's hype driven. Even though I'm buying into a lot of these, it's hype driven and speculation. Now I might be getting into a partnership with a real gaming company, disclosed. I wasn't going to say anything, to get them on crypto, to get them into cryptocurrency. But do understand that this is a real gaming company with games already out there that are gonna have a working product when it comes out. Most of this stuff doesn't have a working product or anything. And no, I'm not gonna show you or try to sell it. Well, I might when it comes out, but I'm just letting you know that be very wary of where you invest in and why.
Can we stick to NFTs? Like, I wonder, like, why you buy them? Are you going to flip them soon, or you actually believe in what you are buying? Because, you know, I'm convinced that the NFTs I bought was the greatest decision I made, and my NFTs are much better than your NFTs. Which is everyone thinks who is buying NFTs that about their NFTs, but like I wonder why you bought what you bought.
To make money.
Like you say about the Crypto Demons, like do you think it's such a great project? Like I think
it's good enough to have a lot of hype, and I think it's simple enough for people to want to get into it, and I think it's gonna make a lot of money. I'll sell my shit, dude. I'm not gonna like keep it for no. I hodl Bitcoin. I don't hodl NFTs, or at least I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. People have made millions hodling NFTs, right? But I'm in it for the flips. Like I'll flip that, get money, put it back into Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, will yours outperform mine? Probably. I don't really research NFTs much, believe it or not, even though I work for an NFT company. I just experiment, and I do a venture capitalist approach. I just buy shit and hope to God they go up. So it's not the best strategy in the world, but is what I'm doing. Hedera hash graph, I think it's a moonshot. I think it's going to do well. I think it's a good project. Again, I don't think it's going to be one of the best performing projects, but I do think it's a good project and nothing show. It's just that it's not my favorite one. I do hold some. I bought my girlfriend some, believe it or not, which was the stupidest thing I ever did because I bought her ETH. And then I made that ETH into Hedera hash graph so it can go up faster than Ethereum. And then Ethereum went like fucking ballistic, and and she's like, "Oh, you held your Ethereum, but you sold my Hedera hash graph." I'm like, "Yeah, I made a mistake." So.
How you can buy it?
Yeah.
How you can buy it? No, like where?
Hedera hash graph. I just go into Exodus wallet, exodus.io, pay the high fees, and just exchange it into Hedera hash graph. It's just the simplest way to do it.
No, because I don't see it on any charts or anything like this.
I think it's on Binance and shit like that. Go to CoinGecko.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't have any exchanges down at the bottom, like KuCoin and some shit like that.
It doesn't exist, the coin.
Wow, are you sure?
Yeah,
H bar.
That's what.
HBAR. The ticker.
Oh yeah. When I was typing Hedera and
probably made a mistake. It's got a weird name, Hedera hash graph. Like,
Yeah. But you know, like many people, because what you say, you take profits all the time, and I was speaking recently with some friends, like when there was dump a few months ago, which is many people do it, many people sell, but it's also proven by someone, actually people who sell and try to get buy back later, they usually buy back higher than they sold.
yeah, of course, but I don't sell to buy back. I sell to take profits and use that
Yeah,
money.
like,
And if I want to buy back later on, if there's a bull market or if there's a big dip, then I do. If not, then I just take my profits and have fun. So,
Yeah,
so if I take $10,000 in profits, right, or $20,000 in profits, which I've done, okay, I'll take it, and then I'll wait. And if it dumps, I'll buy back some. Not all of it, and just use the rest for whatever I wanted. And if it doesn't dump and it keeps on going up, then I just use that money for whatever I want. So it doesn't really matter because I've already made that money, right? You can never you can never go wrong and lose money by taking profits, dude.
Yeah, the same. You cannot losing money by not investing. I always say that. But like what I'm trying to say, if you take profits, it's okay, but don't try to outsmart the market, because if you hold for years, you shouldn't trade trying to call the top and bottom, because more likely you will actually lose money.
I don't know,
Like
because I did great since 2017. So it depends.
Yeah, maybe you are an exception, because when you read, most of the people are not that successful.
98% won't do it. 98% won't do shit. Look, first of all,
that's what I'm saying.
First of all, 98% of traders, they say 98% of traders, they lose money because they don't know the fucking trade. They're technical analysts and they don't know what they're talking about. I see these YouTubers talking about TA all the time. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They sound like they do. I used to teach in Forex, right? I used to teach TA, technical analysis and fundamental analysis, right? And you see, for example, they say, oh, it's heads and shoulders, it's gonna go down. No, it didn't break the neckline. It didn't confirm a candle on the daily below it. That's not a head and shoulder. No, that doesn't work that way. And it sounds like it's true, but it's not, and most of them use their own bias. And I haven't seen, there's very few people on YouTube that know how to do technical analysis properly, and even they're wrong a lot of the time, and they know it because that's what TA does. You can do 5 trades, you can get 3 or 4 wrong, but that one trade that you do right is gonna make up for the rest of them. And it's risk analysis, it's risk-reward ratios, there's a whole bunch of shit, right? So most YouTubers don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm telling you right now, I've seen YouTubers do technical analysis on SafeMoon like a few weeks after it existed or a month after it existed with no price history. They were doing TA on SafeMoon or TA on a coin that just released. One person did a TA on a coin that released 2 days. In 2 days! 2 days! It was up to go. The technical analysis, we found support here. And what the fuck you talking about, dude?
I want to find the guy on which I made video. Can I actually say the names here, or
sure, I don't care, man.
Avoid
say whatever
other...
you want.
What's the guy name?
Disclaimer, go after him. He's in Poland.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this guy name. Shit, what's the... Let me. I made the video because he does technical analysis on the coins that exist for past 2 days.
Fuck's sake, dude.
Okay, Craig Percoco. Craig Percoco. Do you know the guy?
Craig Cock?
Percoco.
Craig a cock? No.
So the guy, like, the projects that just launched on the, like, 2 hours ago, and the guy do technical analysis on this. Like, it's ridiculous guy, but like, people buy into this rhetoric because in his room, when he record the videos, he has like screens everywhere, like really nice camera, very handsome. He work out, he has the 6-pack. How you cannot trust this trader?
My technical analysis right here, baby. My TA, man. Look, we're going pump. We're pumping.
Shit. People who are great at trading they have beer belly. They depressed, the skin not healthy. You know, they just not interested much
They're full
about
of
other
books.
stuff.
Full of books.
You know. So like this is ridiculous, and many people like this, you know, and then you realize that they actually sell their own course for like hundreds of dollars, and the people buy it, but the course is the same, is the nonsense.
So I used to teach. Let me put things in perspective. I used to teach technical analysis in forex. I do technical analysis. I likely talk about technical analysis on my channel because I believe there's a lot of people out there that know a lot better than me in TA, and I do not sell a course because I know there are people out there that know better TA than me. Right, and I've been doing this for what 6, 7, 8 years now, maybe 10, like 2006. Before that, so yeah, like 10 years technical analysis, and I think I'm not good enough to teach. So imagine that, and not only that, TA on crypto is different, and this is what people don't understand. What technical analysis works today might not work in 2 or 3 weeks. You know why? Because of trends and patterns. Let me explain. The fundamentals are there, but this is why trading bots don't work. Because if I program a trading bot to buy the dips based on, I don't know, oversold, right? Or based on certain trends and certain things, right? This could change in a few weeks, and that trading bot is screwed. So unless you're updating that trading bot with your current what works now analysis, you're gonna go broke. Right? It's going to take a big, massive dump, and it's going to start doing what it's going to do, and you're going to go to zero. So you can't. It doesn't. It's not that easy. It takes many. If you want to be a technical analysis, you need to study for at least 3 years, 2-3 years, and that might sound like a long time, but it's not. Like 6 years to be a lawyer, 8 years to be a doctor, some shit like that. Making like more money than them in 2-3 years is pretty cool. But you need to learn. You need to read that like line of books at least and take, I don't know, I have like $11,000 worth of courses, right? It's not that simple. It's not that simple. Just saying.
I have I like long-term looks, so I never trade, and this is how I look at every project.
As a good investor, I think it's better.
Whether it's NFTs or crypto, like I don't like selling, like, so yeah, I would miss on profits, but like, and it was bad decision. It was really bad because there was all the signs, but I always said like, yeah, I lost, I made the mistakes and stuff like this. But I think many people understand the understate the importance of personal preference, like, because I don't like when people say, hey, you shouldn't be attached to the stock, you shouldn't like your stock and stuff like this. And I'm quite opposite, because I think you should actually have this personal preference, and you should choose the projects that you actually really like. Because when you choose these small few projects that you really like, you will not panic, you will not be looking for the trades, you will not be chasing the white rabbit to like, and all this stuff, like, you know, trying to make the profits. You like, what I say, white rabbit, this is completely different subject, but
that's okay. White rabbits are cool.
Yeah, like you will not be chasing the games, right? Like you. So I have like 3 projects. I really like them personally. I'm deep in the community. I try to speak to the CEOs, to the people from the community, and I know like everything about the community. And the same when it comes to NFTs, and especially in the NFTs, it's so important, because I told you about the project that I chosen and not other. Because
I'm gonna take a look at that later.
I checked a little bit, and I like the community. I like the fact they are very active socially. They post every few hours. They do airdrops. They do collaborations. They do investment from the initial sale. They do, right? I'm not gonna shield the project here, but I liked how they looked. I liked what they were doing. And it's not only about art, because art is one point, but what I see in NFTs a little bit more than art is the community. So for example, when it comes to the ape, like the ape, Bored Ape Yacht.
Yeah, it's
not about the art.
I can't believe I missed that one.
It's exclusive community of 10,000 apes, which is few thousand people. So people say like, and I still say I don't like NFT art. I don't like the concept of selling NFT images, photography, because like I like photography myself, and I don't really, maybe I will change my mind, but what I see with apes and some other trends, like this could be VFriends on others, this is community. And this is a very small community that people want to be in now, because the crypto space, the NFT space is very huge. And the most luxury community right now is apes. This is like, so I'm looking for these threads that, oh, this is the community I like. There is some art part, there is the community part, there is the future collaboration art, there is something that make me feel, hey, I think this project will be alive. And I see the artist for the project, because apes also have the artist, and he's actually, he really care. He's like quite anxious when people criticize, and he tried to do his best delivering on this project. So I look for these traits, and if I found it, I found it. And then maybe I go to zero, but maybe I won't. By the way, I made the gains. The floor rose like 60% since I got like whatever, like awesome. But maybe a little bit less. But this is what I look. Whatever you get into, like you need to, you know, be personal and choose something you really like, because you will do better, and you feel better losing on that too. You know.
You know, no, I agree with you, and especially when you're talking about holding and time in the market, because that's what you're talking about. Time in the market beats like profits and stuff like that. Well, it depends really. Don't get me wrong. I have my hodl position. I have my ledger. I got a couple of ledgers here, for example, right? And these are my like long-term holds, right? I'm not touching these. Like you know, I mean, that's it. And then I have a whole bunch of trading accounts. Right, so it's very different. Like I might sell and buy everything, but I still have my my holdings, and I'll try to beat that and have some fun while I'm doing it. But either way, I'm gonna win, because most of my money I'm holding. I have like at least 50%.
Have you ever disclosed your portfolio?
No, like how much I have? No. I don't like. I'm not a Bitcoin crypto man. I'm not gonna tell people how much money I have. Are you crazy?
Yeah, now I feel bad, but it's because I don't feel I'm that big, and like I want to disclose, because I never like was disclosing my holdings on my channel, and I think like, oh, maybe I should be honest with the people and tell them what I hold, or
a lot of people think a lot of people think you're broke or you don't have money or whatever. I get that a lot. Not me as well, dude, and they don't care. I mean, I
actually prefer this. I because I never want to, because despite whether I'm broke completely or I'm not broke, I want to stay the same, because I don't feel I'm changing. And you see, like with crypto, you can get very rich overnight, and it doesn't make you a genius. I know many people who are very rich that are absolute retards. Like this is how
with crypto, yes.
And this is really troublesome, that many people think that when they listen to person who is wealthy, they will get the knowledge from this person. But yeah, like I'm not rich.
Yeah, but I'd rather listen. I'd rather listen to somebody with money, you know, talking to me about money, and not some broke ass motherfucker giving me financial advice. Like it doesn't work that way for me. Like if you're gonna give me financial advice, at least have more money than I have, or the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like. But this is like, you know what for example, let's give example of the very successful person, which is Elon Musk.
Let's do that, but let's look at the questions right after, because I want to make sure the community is involved in this. But go on. Tell me about Elon Musk.
Yeah, so like what I noticed, when people is extremely successful, the people would go to this person and ask for every single opinion on every subject. They would actually ask Elon Musk about the pharmaceutical recommendation. Like I remember they were asking him what vaccine is the best. I don't want to get into this subject, but I was like, you asking actually wrong person. You know, like you actually like you are actually asking the wrong person. Like he's not the guy to answer, and his answer was actually not a very good answer. It turned out. But I'm into this subject because I actually, like, when the COVID started, I was buying stocks, the COVID stocks, which turned okay, which turned good actually. But that's what I mean. Like, people think that whenever someone is successful, this person will know everything. Elon Musk is great with rockets and the cars, and that's probably it.
I
He
think,
probably is
like,
not.
look, if you're a thought leader, I think, look, the more information, the more knowledge you have, and the faster you can think, the better assumptions and understandings you can have of certain things. For example, my girlfriend keeps on asking me, how do I know so many stuff about so many different things? How do I solve things? Because I just look at something and solve it. It's not because I'm a genius, well, kind of am, but it's because I study a lot, I read a lot of books, and I have a lot of experience. So your brain is like a 1 + 1 = 2 really fast, and you get to figure things out. Kind of like speaking another language. Me speaking 2 languages, and some different languages as well, helps you think. That's why traveling helps, because you see things and it helps you think. It gives you more information to process. Whether you're a genius or not, information is power, right? So that's why but again, I wouldn't take advice for COVID medicine from Elon Musk, just like I wouldn't take advice for my financial portfolio from a plumber. I just won't.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't make sense. Hello, gentlemen, says Vitaly. So what about veracity and proof of view? Does it have a nice perspective? I actually own some. I'm holding some. I think it's cool, but I will get out of it as soon as I make enough profits.
By the way, guys, there is like 15 people watching, and you don't hit the like button. Like, I understand you don't have to do it for me, but you should do it for Paul.
Etienne Narang says, yes, thank you. Do it for Marcin as well. Doesn't matter. Push the like button. He's on my channel anyway, right? Can't you do a video series on TA by Etienne Narang? Look, I thought about it. I don't think I'm the person to do it. I can give an overview of how I use TA in crypto, like a simple one, maybe way, so people can stop listening to all this bullshit out there. But even then, maybe for free. We'll see. I'll think about it. Texas happened. Going to school doesn't mean anything about anything. You can know about laws without going to law school. You can know about medicine without becoming a doctor. And you can know some about. Look, I study medicine. I study biology as a hobby, right? And I literally go to my doctors, my oncologists, and have hours and hours of discussions. And you do not know what doctors know. And the reason is there's new studies coming out all the time. These studies are controversial. Statistics are controversial. You have to know how to read statistics to know statistics, okay? Because I can tell you right now, there is 50% of murders in Glyfada, right? 50%. It's a huge number of murders. Yeah, but if there's 2 people living there and one kills the other, that's 50%. So statistics can be blinding, and there's a lot of things that you need to study and keep studying and keep on going to seminars and keep catching up and seeing new seminars and seeing what's new. And you cannot do that if it's not your job, dude. I don't care how smart you are and how much you read about it. Sure, you can have a base like me because I love it as a hobby. You can talk to me about medicine. I know how shit works, but I would never be as good as a doctor. I can have a discussion with a doctor, and they can have a good discussion with me, but it doesn't mean I know what they know. So don't be a Google doctor. I'm just saying.
I want to say scientists often knows more than doctor. Doctors are the ones who use in medicine, but they not necessarily are deep in the research. I don't know. But
and another thing, Texas happened. I played Texas Hold'em, by the way, that's why I said that. I started myself in January knowing nothing and only started with $100 a day laborer, and I've been supporting myself in trading for the past 4 months. That's actually very dangerous. That means you think you know everything in 4 months. And you're going to get wrecked, dude. So start reading about trading and start learning, because as soon as you're in God mode where you think you know what you're doing in 4 months, it means and you don't, you're gonna get fucking wrecked, bro. You really are. And I'm not saying this to put you down. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying this because I've seen it happen so many times, even where I used to teach trading. Everyone suddenly knows trading. Oh shit, I made $100,000, $200,000 on paper because they never took profits. Right? And then they got wrecked. So never be overconfident. As a matter of fact, if you know what Dunning-Kruger is, Dunning-Kruger were 2 psychologists. 1993, they developed the Dunning-Kruger method, theory, or fact, I should say, which is the dumber you are, the more you think you know, and you don't understand you're dumb because you don't have the capabilities to understand it. Or the smart people doubt themselves more than stupid people, right? So I'm not saying you're dumb. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that knowing this, like me, for a lot of times I get overconfident, and I'm like, Dunning-Kruger effect. Maybe I will be overconfident here. Let me take a step back, Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. You still with me, Marcin?
Yeah, I'm reading the comment. The guest is useless.
Sorry?
No, I read the comment of Texas happened. I always hit the like button for call. I just really don't care for the guest today. I have not learned anything from him, and he's consistently wrong about
Who's
things.
saying that? Wait, I don't. Wait.
I guess
the bottom.
consistently wrong
Down the bottom.
is still about Cardano.
My investment portfolio is filled with projects I love. My trading account is completely separate, and I will try. Okay, cool. That's cool. And you don't give a shit about ADA XRP. They're just trading tools. Very good. Justin Novame says, "What coins are your long-term hodls?" That's easy to do, actually. Let me just look at my hodl position. Right now, it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Swissborg, SNX. And you have to understand I took profits on SNX and Swissborg before. I just kept these in my portfolio. C20 token, which is a mixture of different ones. And I'm going to be adding, give me a second, some ADA, some Link, Solana into that, and some DOT as well, just so you know. That's my long term.
By the way, Solana hit just $100,
which is great. That's awesome.
Actually, Solana did like 100x in 6 months.
Man, I used to have 500 of them. I only have like 200 left. That's fucked up. But yeah, it is what it is. Taking profits.
But actually, it was hard to predict because they actually was hyping out like I think January they got first big financing. They got more in March. I think they got like $500 million financing, which is they are very well funded. And I'm a little bit afraid they might be too well funded because having too much cash is not necessarily the great thing. So if they have too much, they might not know what to do with it. So we'll see. But I think now Solana took the right place because it's approaching Cardano. It's big ecosystem. I never held Solana. I liked Solana. I never held because you can like project and never known it. So yeah.
No, I have quite a bit of it. Texas Happens says, any genius knows that no genius ever claims to be a genius. No. I'm a genius, and I'm claiming I'm a genius. Actually, I'm not a genius. I do have 136 IQ, though, last test I did. And that was when I was suffering from cancer the first time with chemotherapy. I always hit the like button for... Oh, that's what you said? I don't care for the guest today. I think it's pretty cool, man. I'm actually going to buy some of his NFT projects he recommended. I have not learned anything from him, and he's consistently wrong about things. How do you know he's wrong if you haven't learned anything from him? How do you know
I didn't say anything. Like, I just gave my opinion about ADA.
But you're wrong, man.
That's it.
But you're wrong.
That's what I...
Doesn't matter, you're wrong.
I can't say anything.
What time is it?
ADA.
What time is it?
5:10.
You're wrong. It's 6 o'clock in 10 minutes.
All right. Actually, it's 9 past 6 at your place, is it?
All right, fine. I think I just lost my voice there.
Sorry for making you shout, but yeah, we got a little bit more light.
I love shouting.
By the way, do you know what I suddenly reminded myself? Have you ever heard of Martin Shkreli?
Who?
Martin Shkreli.
No.
He was very famous a few years ago, and I actually learned.
My dog just scared the shit out of me, dude.
It's not the first time.
No, it's like he just, but the way he just opened the door, the handle, he just pulled it down, just scared the fuck out of me, dude. All right, you can sit.
So, like, I wonder if any of your viewers actually, like, heard about Martin Shkreli, because there's quite a few videos, and I think the history of Martin Shkreli is so important because I think he's like the precursor of the movement of Wall Street bets. He's the top person who actually started the whole movement of the common guy becoming very rich with like basically speculation. So you possibly heard about Martin Shkreli 4 or 5 years ago when he bought the rights to the diaphragm, the drug that treats toxoplasmosis, which is some infection in the HIV patients. And he increased the price of the pill for 5,000%. This is Martin Shkreli. And he was the most hated man of 2015 or something like. He's now in prison, not for this, but for some kind of fraud charges. But it was complicated because he was basically lying to his investor. But he never lost his money, actually, but he was lying to them. But he had the channel and he was live streaming long hours. Like he was massive troll. He bought the Wu-Tang Clan album for 2 million, like the special edition. And he had great investing lessons. And he also had the biotech investing because he was actually very good. He knew how to read the biotech data, and some of his calls he made, like he was shorted next 2 weeks, the stock would drop 90%. He was very good at this stuff. And actually, he was very active in all of this Reddit community, 4chan, and stuff like this. And there is now many YouTube videos actually claiming that Martin Shkreli is the beginning of all of these Wall Street bets.
Might be.
I understand the increase in the price wasn't that beautiful thing, but actually it's more complicated than you think, because the truth is the insurance always pay for this money. So people thought the patients will never get the pill, but actually it's not like this. The patients, if they didn't have insurance, they were getting pills for free anyway. Yeah. So it's like actually more complicated story than this. And he was just horrible behaving person, but this was like the great YouTube experience, and I think this was the first time I got interested.
I learned something. See, there you go. Texas happened. I learned something. Don't know if you. I heard of someone buying a pill and putting it up 5,000% a long time ago, but I didn't know everything else, or the name or anything like that. There you go.
Yeah, someone heard about the guy because someone said he bought the Wu-Tang album for like $1 million. Yeah, that's the guy. He was like, there's still a lot of his live streams about investing on YouTube.
So Donald Britton says, do you believe in 4-year cycle? If so, do you have a rough time frame for a peak? I do believe in the 4-year cycle. I just don't believe it's 4 years. It might be 3 years, might be 5 years, depends, but there's cycles. If you're talking about crypto, I do believe that. That said, it might not be 4 years though. It might be 2 years, it might be 3 years. So it always depends. What about you, Marcin? What do you think?
I don't know anymore. Because it used to be 4, and I was following this, but and I was actually making videos on my channel that it looks everything the same till probably March 2021. It all, or even June, it looked exactly the same like the 2017 cycle. But then we had the drop around June, which was the same as in 2017.
I called it, man. I called that shit. No one listened to me. No one listened to me. But then,
in 2017, later on, we got Bitcoin rising.
Yeah.
And the altcoins were not rising till December, which is very concerning what I see now, because now the altcoins are still getting crazy, which actually wasn't the case in 2017. So yeah, it's 4 years, but it looks different because the ecosystem is much bigger. And in 2017, many people were not exposed to the altcoins because there was the Bitcoin. And I would explain this, well, maybe this cycle is a little bit different, but maybe we just have so much more assets and we are so much more crypto awareness and altcoin awareness that this cycle is fueled mainly by the altcoins and not mainly by the Bitcoin. So but yeah, so far it's 4 years. But I don't know how it will be in the future, because if we believe in the adaptation, at some point it has to change. Because if you have adaptation, it cannot be like 4 years.
Why does it have to change?
We cannot forget about crypto for 3 years all the time.
Well, wait a second. The internet there was adaptation. People accepted the internet. Doesn't mean projects didn't die.
I mean, at some point.
And still, there's a lot of projects that go up and down and going through cycles.
Yeah.
The markets go through cycles. Everything goes through cycles. Doesn't mean you stop having money or you stop having this or you stop having that, right? So I don't see why not. By the way, I bought this today. Check it out.
What is this?
This is a little thing. I thought it was smaller, but it's a little thing like a 4G. It's a bit bigger than what I thought, actually, and a bit heavier, but doesn't matter. It's a little LTE 4G worldwide finder. You can find your shit with this. Now, it's a bit too big to fit in places, as you can see. But I want to put it on my dog. Now, would I put this heavy thing on my dog? No. But I bought him a backpack for hiking and stuff like that, or for shopping. I could put that in there, and if I lose him on the mountain, I could probably find him. with this. I wish it was a little smaller though. One of those impulsive buys like NFTs I didn't think through. But yeah.
By the way, how is your health now?
It's good, man. Look, so I'm still fighting cancer. I'm still taking the chemotherapy pills, but there's not much of side effects. I get a little tired at night. I did get an infection like a week ago, prostatitis. I don't know what it's called in English. And because of my condition, I'm taking antibiotics, and they fuck up the other pills a little bit, so I get a little bit more tired.
So you're still fighting infection right
now?
Yeah.
I'm fighting the infection and fighting cancer, and then I do have to get my bone marrow transplant at some point. So, but that's okay. I'll be fine, dude.
Yeah, like I wonder how dangerous is such infection for you when you get it? Because is it for normal people like nothing? Is it like
for a normal person, it's a urinary tract infection.
Oh, okay. And
so
for you,
me, I was peeing blood, fucking getting dizzy, fucking dirty. But
like how you deal with that? Are you like scared when it happens?
I'm pretty calm. There's always a certain element of fear of things you don't understand. But because I do study medicine as a hobby, and I have like doctors friends that we talk to, I'm not that scared. Usually when you know about something, it's cool. Like I was more worried before I got cancer than after I knew I had it.
Yeah.
Because does that make sense?
It was
does, a fear of having
I would have periods when I worried that I will die of cancer. I'm healthy.
Everyone does, dude. It doesn't mean you're gonna get it though.
But you know the feeling like a few years back I would be anxious and I would be sure I have cancer or something like this, and I would be freaking out. But like it's so I understand, like once you have something often it's like it's that's it. Now
now you know how to fight. Now okay, I have it, let's fight it.
Yeah.
You know?
And
I just want to live. I just want to live, go fishing, have fun, man. I want to leave something behind. I want to succeed. I want to build. I want to create. I want to help people succeed. That was a promise I made. That's what I want to live my life like right now.
Do you have to get the bone marrow transplant or there is no other way? So this is what you wait in, and you wait with medication to do something before you can get
you can take medication forever. Well, you can't really take it forever because you'll fucking die of it probably. But you can take it long enough. There's different types of bone marrow transplants. There's a new one that's coming to Greece soon. That's what I'm trying to go for if possible. And that is, they take your cells, they reprogram them, put them back into your blood, and those go kill the cancer. That's what I'm hoping to do. But you could also do, I already did one bone marrow transplant in the past that didn't really work out. It was my own one. And if this new one method doesn't come, then I have to get it from someone else, which is very dangerous and a lot harder. But hopefully, I'll be able to do that new method because I'm actually excited about it. I think it's really cool. Just like these pills, when I heard about them, I'm like, awesome, dude. I'm really, there's some cool shit, man.
It's good times. Even like, I think with the, I don't want to say that COVID was good, but the fact that the pandemic happened, it speed up the development of many other medications, because like mRNA is initially developed for
I love mRNA.
treatment,
I think mRNA is an amazing technology, dude. What are you talking about?
It's
been out for a while. When I saw and read about it, everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's mRNA! It changes your genes." I'm like, "Yo, give me that one." I thought it was really cool. When I read about it, much safer than the other one.
So my first COVID investment was actually BioNTech, which is the BioNTech Pfizer vaccine, which turned out very well. Like once I learned they partner with Pfizer, that was like, and it's very exciting. And it's probably more, I actually believe it was more exciting for oncology. I don't know if it will be used for infectious disease in the future that much. But for oncology, it's very exciting. And by the way, this is what you said. Oh, it's changing my genes. mRNA doesn't change people's genes. Like, so this is. But also,
it's been out for 15 years, dude.
Yeah. Also about this, I don't understand why people are scared of changing the genes. Like, if I would have option to change my gene so I don't lose my hair at the early age, I'd love that. What you talk about?
Right.
If this is changing your genes is such the gene therapies in the future of like even mRNA,
RNA,
which help with the protein expression. like we might save our future like so much by changing this.
Exactly.
Actually,
You can
that would be amazing.
change your genes that you don't have cancer. By the way, someone's asking if I do resistance trading currently.
Yeah.
Is weight training detrimental to your health? Well, my answer is no. I used to, but I stopped, and I'm going to start again. I was supposed to start today, but you know, I used to do a lot.
You seems completely fit.
Huh?
You seems completely fit.
I
like
used to be, man.
man.
Have you seen what I used to be like?
Yeah. You showed me the picture.
Yeah.
I would be scared of you on the street.
By
the way, like what do you think? Because Richard Hart actually is doing something. He raised some money for medical research, and
with Pulse?
they try to help with this sense. I don't know if you have opinion on this sense. I don't know what is the. I know this Aubrey de Grey, and actually, I'm not a huge fan of this, and I'm not so optimistic about this. So,
Pulse?
like, I wonder.
I sacrificed.
Sorry?
I did some sacrifices. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I did it to check it out to see how it works. I'm excited about Pulse. I did a whole video with it, and I even did a simplified version video with where I picked all the simple parts and all the questions out, where I literally kind of bombarded him to simplify, because Richard Hart always explains everything in too technically, and he gets pissed off when people don't understand it. So I forced him to simplify it down to like what it is and how it works. So you can check that video on my channel, man. It's like a 20-minute video.
Yeah, like I'm not into post channel. I actually was like more into like I would love to hear him more about like talking about medical research, because here I think he's too simplified too much. Like you know, he explained the medical research are so simple, and actually this is difficult part, because like saying like oh, we raised 26 million, we saving life with medical research. Small biotech losing 26 million in 3 months. Like, so
right,
like,
but it is part. It is part, though.
It's huge. So I don't want to say that, because it's like, but it's very good thing. It's very good thing what he does. But like people think it's so like it's gonna change the world. We might wait 50 years, like for like for the effects. So, by the way, where does sacrifice money go to? Like the sacrifice
I can't remember.
tokens.
I can't remember, and I didn't even look into it that much.
Yeah, so that was one of the concerns.
I'm not sure, man. There's a lot of controversy and a lot of stuff about different things, man. I try not to overanalyze. If I was gonna stay in it for 10 years or 15 years or forever, I would overanalyze. But again, don't forget that I'm a Bitcoin person, right? So I try to change everything into Bitcoin and Ethereum, so it doesn't really matter for me.
Okay, like you are the Bitcoin person, and this is like really interesting perspective for me. Bitcoin and Twitter. I think this is like one of the biggest people underestimate, but one of my favorite entrepreneurs is actually Jack Dorsey. Like, and people hate, like Jack Dorsey get a lot of hate. Because they say, hey, Twitter censor this, censor that, but I think Jack Dorsey
it's not him censoring, but it's also he has to comply with certain things too. He can't just do whatever the fuck he wants to do. You know what I mean?
Like, he's under such pressure doing this, and he actually tried to do the right thing, right? Like, this is like you don't have much choice, and he's the one that when he speak to Senate or Congress, whoever he speak to, he's the one actually making sense of his words. So I'm really excited why he's coming to, and I was thinking we might actually one day see the Lightning Network on Twitter, that you can simply send the money via Twitter. I don't know if it would happen, but this is what I feel Bitcoin will be, and that's why I'm like I would be bullish on Bitcoin. I don't hold any Bitcoin at this moment, but like this would be huge. I think. For
true. By the way,
so
let me hit that subscribe button right there.
Subscribe to who? I'm not into Hex Pulse Chain, but I'm interested in Richard thoughts and ideas and medical research. This is like, I have problem with Richard, like, because it's so hard to talk to him because he's such an alpha, and like sometimes like he say on the speak on the subject so confidently that it actually make the.
He's a
It's
very
shallow.
good debater and speaker, dude. He's
Yeah.
extremely good at debating and speaking. He is. He's amazing.
Yeah, but like, did you see his interview with the Ivan on Tech?
Maybe parts
No?
of it. I can't remember. I can't remember.
No, he started with like asking, "Do you know how much longer, if we could eradicate cancer now? Do you know how much longer people would live, or something like this, right?" And it was only 3 years. So he tried to prove that actually we need to find the cause but there is so many different factors to it. So I think it sounds clever, but it was actually very shallow. Right, this was because there is so many different if we can eradicate the other parts, then we can live much longer. But what if it's not so complicated? What if like actually changing the diet can extend 10
It's possible,
years,
man.
maybe,
It's
right?
it's actually possible.
It's,
But then again, a lot of people talk about, if we only just ate like we did in ancient times. Well, in ancient Greece, they ate pretty healthy, man, and they still got cancer.
yeah, but because they didn't have medications, right? But I was quite I'm quite interested in fasting because of this. There was a study on the monkey.
Fasting,
I'm not saying
yes.
it's right.
Fasting is
I'm
cool,
not-
man. I used to do fasting, so.
I'm not saying anything because I'm just interested about the thing. But there is other guy from the anti-aging community. His name is David Sinclair, and there were research. There was starving monkey. Starving. The monkey was consuming 30% calories less every day through all of the life, or 20%. This monkey lived to 140 years of human age.
See, can I say something here? So
Yeah.
a lot of people say that, I might agree that eating less will give you like a larger lifespan and maybe able to prevent some illnesses, but try getting cancer than not eating. Like, let's say you get cancer, and you start losing weight, and you're like, I'm just gonna fast to cure this shit.
That's why I'm saying. I'm not saying like anything here, but like there was this research. The monkey was apparently very miserable through all her life, but lived long life. So it's also
like miserable but lived a long life.
Yeah,
kind of like Indian people.
I don't know what's the cause, right? Like the inflammation is
the nothing show says Inuit Eskimo eats seal, fat, and fish, and not much else. No cancer, no heart disease. How do you know?
Actually, like I want to say they used to have very like I read about this thing. So the cardiovascular health was on point, and they consume just fat. But the lifespan is much shorter either because of the rough environment. And actually changed now because now they have frozen food. So actually young Eskimo are overweight, and they have horrible diets because they don't
Which
want
means
to
they
eat
live
others.
less, which is probably why they die before they get cancer.
Yeah, so like I mean the young people now, but also the people who live in this very good diets. Maybe it's good diets for their cardiovascular health, but there is other problems. And I believe in fats. I consume shitloads of omega-3.
Yeah.
I actually consume more than
fish
other
oils and stuff like that. Yeah.
I get 3 grams omega-3 every day, but I'm experimenting on myself, right? I'm not recommending, like I'm fasting now, but I eat everything I would do before, like 2 weeks only meat. It wasn't for me, my mouth stank. So, but I'm not ever saying people, hey, this is healthy. It's like some experiments I do on myself, right?
Yeah. So that's true, man. But yeah, no, I like intermittent fasting because I saw the difference on my body and how I felt. But other than that, I don't know. See, I believe in doing and using everything from medicine, from praying, from dieting, from exercise, everything all together, positive mental attitude, and you'll do a lot better. At least better than what you would if you just use one method. At least that's the way I see it. Am I out of focus again? I keep on getting out of focus.
Yeah, and I would never say to people, hey, did you try to change your lifestyle instead of taking medication?
Yeah,
I want to say that's not the
Steve
case.
Jobs tried that shit, didn't work out too much.
I actually exercise every day. I eat healthy, In fact, I barely consume like sugars and stuff like this. I'm on antidepressants, and call me weak. I couldn't handle that. I'm better
Which
person
one?
on antidepressants. Lexapro, which is
I'm
SSRI.
not taking these. I'm not taking these right now, but
I have
I
benzodiazepines
took
with
a
me.
couple of them. I've been suggested to take antidepressants myself, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I have similar to Xanax, which is bromazepam, which is a little bit longer. The doctor wanted to give me, but I don't take it. This is
yeah, I'm not
emergency
taking
if
my
I would
Xanax
ever
either.
get some. Yeah. The Xanax is like emergency
I used to take a
use stuff.
shitload of them back in the day. I used to take like
Oh,
3 a day. Like when I was like 17 to
wow.
21 or 23, I used to have panic attacks. I used to take like 3 times a day. I took Xerox as well. I
Yeah.
just have these now. Just I think I took a couple because of I went well I needed to a couple of times, but in general I don't take them.
Yeah. Like the uh, benzodiazepines are quite addictive, but I actually like say taking once a week will not make an addict and stuff like this. And some
No.
people just like it's fine to take. So like yeah, and I take like Lexapro, which is like common antidepressant. Like I have benzodiazepines as the emergency. I have 2 packs of Ambien, which I don't take. Also, like for sleeping medicine, like and the
Take
one I take is
magnesium
also antipsychotics.
at
Sorry.
night. Try taking
Oh, I take a
some
lot magnesium. Yeah.
ZMA. It's
Uh,
magnesium with zinc and B6.
Oh yeah, like I have a lot of supplements
All right.
actually, but I take magnesium B6, so that's how like I had like super healthy lifestyle, but I was scared of the night and I couldn't sleep, and I got such a healthy diet that I lost
If
10
you're scared of the
kilograms.
night, the best solution, sickle. Sickle. This is the best solution for nighttime. Check this out. He doesn't want to come.
But I want to say,
This is the solution.
yeah, that would be the great solution.
This is
I
the
want to say
solution
like
right
I'm
here.
okay now, right? Like I'm okay, so like
Yeah.
it's all good. But I just want to say, like, it's never like, don't say to people like, hey, did you try to change your lifestyle? There's always like many different things, and many people with the great lifestyle are actually sick, right? So is the I want to say, Paul, I think I bored your
sleeping.
viewers talking about that. You know,
Sorry, you want to say what?
I think I bored your viewers.
No,
talking
dude, no,
about,
I don't.
like,
Doesn't
this.
matter. I gotta leave soon anyway because I gotta get my girlfriend. And
Yeah.
but look, if you ever have a problem in your house and you're scared, you just have a pit bull, have him trained. Like Via, prostoshire. He's like sleeping. He doesn't give a shit.
We will get with my future wife soon, because me and my girlfriend try to marry now, so we can't be separated anymore.
Yeah. My dog is just being lazy. I try to make him like come next to me and be like this and show you, but he's like, fuck you. He's like, I'm sleeping. You woke me up.
Make sure you will check the bulls and bears on the blog.
I want to
It's
check
not-
that out, dude. Send me a link.
It's
Send me a link.
they
Send
they
me a
website?
link. First of all, do I even have you on Telegram? Do you have a
No.
Telegram?
I have Telegram.
Let me add you real quick on Telegram. Let me do this live so everyone can watch because everyone's.
Um,
What is it, Marcin?
I will type my Telegram because it's very secret stuff.
Alright, send me your Telegram.
I have sent you the link as well.
Alright, I can't see it because I'm on, like, obviously I've... Well, you know what? Let's wrap this up and then I can check my messages after. Let's do that. Well, if I
Yeah,
look
and
at
I
my messages now, if I look at the chat, it'll just come up on the screen.
Yeah, like I want to give the message to the people of your channel.
Please do.
I know you expect a lot of crypto information, and I know I'm not famous guest here, but I'm very glad that Paul let me speak. I'm the common folk, like you are, and sometimes I just go and talk about other random stuff because crypto is not always as interesting as it should be, and that's why I also changed the subject and talk about the other stuff. But whoever liked this video, like it was 12 of you, it's very nice of you.
No, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you on the channel. I had a lot of fun. I mean, we've been talking for an hour and a half, so it must have been fun. And thank you, and I do encourage everyone to check your channel out. Check out Marcin's channel. You can see it here and here. Go check him out. He's a really cool guy. I love listening to him. A lot better than other famous influencers out there that don't know how to do TA. But yeah, thank you. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe down below. Hit the notification button. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, Marcin. Thank you, everyone. I love you all. And we'll talk.